Alright, what up guys, Iron Dragon Crossbow, it's Mark here. It is February the 4th today, and another great day in Shanghai. For some reason the virus thing has made the weather really clear. The first few days it's been raining, but now it's been really clear. Today I'm actually out walking. I'm out walking with my mate PJ here, and we are just going out, taking PJ for a walk and having a look around. I've been stuck in the house for the last couple of days, so I'll come back out again to have a look. To give you an update of what's going on, let's check the stats today. So they said there's 20,473 people so far have been infected. Out of that, 426 didn't make it, and we also, the good news is 650 have been recovered. So the stats are still going up. It's still continually going up. It's past 20,000. So should we be concerned yet? 20,000. Some people might think so. The world actually, since the first announcement, people were really going crazy around here. Everyone's just panicking and worrying about everything, and in some cases there should be. Some things there's definitely something to be concerned about. But like I was saying before, that overall the numbers are still not that great in Shanghai, especially for Shanghai. In Wuhan, all these other places, definitely on the rise. Shanghai still hasn't got that many cases. I think it's just reached just around 200. So still very relatively small. And the other issue is that actually, once the people that are infected, just going by the data, the recovery rate is still really high. So even if you do catch it, the first thing is that you have to be like most people have been already predispositioned. They're already elderly and sick, or there's a few young kids and such, but majority are elderly people. This is one thing, predispositioned, already have some kind of sicknesses. And then another thing is that after you get the virus, you have at least a 99% recovery. Just going by the data so far, the people that have been infected, and there's guys that are already recovering, so 98% recovery rate or even higher. Today, the reason why I'm actually wearing a mask is that the government has put restrictions, tightened restrictions, in order to prevent the spreading, or at least try to control the spreading. So what they're saying is that because of the people now coming back, more people coming back from the holidays, they have announced that it is compulsory to wear a mask within like the metro, if you take a train, or if you in a crowded place, you actually have to wear a mask now. As I know of, Shanghai is still not locked down completely, means that although most of the stores are still closed, the airports, train lines, everything is still operational. So it's not like that they're forcing you to stay here. So we can, if you choose to, you can leave. But the issue is, like, what I don't understand with some guys is that why would you want to go to a crowded place? Actually, going to the airport or going to these places where there's a chance of catching it is actually more. So what some people are saying is that actually, if you leave Shanghai now, or you're trying to get onto a train or a plane, that's actually where all the people are. So there's actually a higher chance of capturing something while you're trying to get out. And if you do get out, you do risk which most countries now, as I know of, have been stopping has been stopping flights, and you can return to your own country if you're, but a lot of places already saying that they're going to give you a quarantine for a couple weeks, which is a good thing as well, because they're going to stop you from spreading the virus. But actually the best way to do it, I think, is just to stay put. The less you walk around, the less you travel, the more the virus only lives because it's spreading around. It's because people are spreading it around. The virus it cannot go to another person. You have to make the contact with somebody, touch somebody, or be exposed to somebody. So if you're away from that, then the chance of you catching it is very, very low. So in that case, even outside, like now, because they've asked us to wear a mask, so I see everyone in the street wearing a mask now. So this is better control, not to spread the virus any more than it has to be. Another issue is about getting scared and paranoid and panicking. People that are panicking in this situation, spreading fear, talking all the stuff up on the social media, this is what gets the views. They don't want to think that everything is calm and okay. It's destruction, it's terror, it's the end of the world. A lot of people are actually scared and afraid because, one, before they didn't understand the virus, but actually people were thinking that they actually have the virus when they didn't, because the signs were like cold and flu-like symptoms. So being winter now, being in the winter, everybody's coughing and a little bit of a sniffle. And now that the outbreak came out, everybody's rushing to the hospitals. Everybody's thinking that they got it. So they don't even have it. So then they're all rushing to the hospitals, and the hospitals all crowded out. They cannot serve the people, and then you're actually waiting in line for many hours. And actually in that time, that's probably more of a chance that you actually, even if you didn't have it, you're probably going to catch it then. Well, this is up to yourself to decide if you're feeling sick enough. So another thing I think is, like, worrying or panicking about the situation, it doesn't change anything, except just makes your experience a lot more miserable. The thing is going to take some time. This is not going to go away in a couple of days. From my previous experience, I think this is going to take a while. So you might as well get used to wearing some masks and walking around. The streets are definitely more quiet around here, and me personally, I actually like the quiet streets. Shanghai is always so busy and chaotic, and to see it so quiet and peaceful with birds chirping in the sky, I think spring is just around the corner. As the weather's warming up, things are going to looking good. So I'm still not too phased about it. Let's see how things go. They've actually asked a lot of people to still extend the holidays and stay at home. So actually in some cases that's not a bad thing. A lot of Chinese usually only get see their family once a year for this 1 or 2 weeks. Now the holidays extended and you can stay at home, so you actually get to spend more time with your family and see them more often. So actually that's kind of the good thing. There's always something positive in it. So I don't think that worrying just going to worry and make it go away. If something does happen, something happens, but we'll see how the thing changes. We'll see how it goes. So just keep a positive mind, keep a positive outlook.